Why do we like the Hunger Games? Is it the bloodshed? The youth death matches? Your increased heart rate after seeing a 12-year-old Rue die in Katniss's arms? Maybe you're an archery buff. Or you just like love triangles between 3 people better looking than you'll ever be.
Okay, speak for yourself. For me, it's experiencing the world through the eyes of a strong female protagonist trying to protect her friends and family in a dystopian society.
Blood and gore! Say no more, because we got some anime for you. First up is the Future Diary, which follows the loner Yuki as he's forced to participate in the Battle Royale to the death. Each contestant receives a unique diary that can predict the future. After 90 days, the world will end, and only the last one standing can prevent this by becoming the new god of time and space. So you know, the usual.
We have the fate of the entire world at stake in the Future Diary. What's more, a battleground isn't limited to a single arena. In fact, there are no borders.
That whole backstabbing, double-crossing, making alliances, because, obviously Yuki's diary can predict the future for everything around him, but not him, and Yuno's can only predict the future for Yuki, so he allies with her, and she's obsessed with him.
She kills people for him, and she's always half naked, and she's covered in blood, and he's just trying to run away all the time. There's bombs going off, and people trying to stab him to death.
And so he sort of uses her in this game, but at the same time, he starts to develop feelings towards her.
So it's just a crazy roller coaster of emotion.
Is the romance what pulled you into the Hunger Games? No judgment. I mean, the one-sided love between Peeta and Katniss hits home for a lot of people. Risking one's life for an unrequited love on the off chance that they may reciprocate some kind of affection, no matter how small the gesture may be, because you're just so desperate to make a connection with another human being.
You get that here too. Think of the over-obsessed Yuno, an extreme version of Peeta. Yuno is what we call a yandere, a person whose loving devotion towards someone becomes destructive, often through violence. She's arguably the queen of yandere in anime.
Who is she?
She is so in love with main character boy that she will kill him if he doesn't do what she says, and then she'll bring him back to life and then kill him again!
Next we have Danganronpa the animation, which is based off its video game. Trapped inside Hope's Peak Academy, an elite high school for only the most talented, Makoto and 14 others are confronted by a sadistic teddy bear named Monokuma, who offers them the means to graduate, successfully murder one of your peers and get away with it. Classmates work together to investigate the murders and then hold a class trial to reveal the killer. If they fail, the killer escapes and they all die. If they choose correctly, the killer dies and the death game continues.
Children and teddy bears that just really have zero conscience is really unexplainably confusing and scary.
The deaths are graphic in nature, but the stylization of them makes them not super gory. Also, the blood is all pink, and it's a stylistic choice, so it's kind of cool. It's like art when they die.
In Danganronpa, there are no volunteers. Well, not until Monokuma puts the right cards on the table, so don't worry, you'll get your blood. Third up is FateStay Night. Teenager Shiro finds himself entangled in the 5th Holy Grail War, a fight to the death between 7 servants and the mages who summon them. Servants are heroic spirits with superhuman abilities. The last duo standing receives the omnipotent Holy Grail capable of granting any wish.
Tired of fighting your own battles? Then why not summon a heroic spirit to deliver all your punches? In FateStay Night, you fight with your new buddy to the very end.
Most of them have trained their whole lives for this.
Also, if you're going to put your life on the line, the reward should be of equal value. So, next god of space and time, or a holy grail that grants you any wish. Both high in demand rewards, and I'm thinking only a coin toss is gonna solve this.
But take something familiar, like a Battle Royale or a Hunger Games style scenario, but it flips the script a little bit. You have this magical element. You have these avatars who are fighting each other in some really awesome, tense, just adrenaline pumping battles. You feel like no one is safe, and that feeling makes each episode so exciting.
The 5th Holy Grail War isn't known to all. It's a secret war. Shiro is nearly killed twice for stumbling upon it.
Quite the opposite of the Hunger Games, where the more tickets they sell, the better.
And like the Future Diary, FateStay Night isn't bound to a single arena. Pick your ideal fighting grounds if you can, and have at it. Last on our list is Deadman Wonderland. Ganta's ordinary life quickly comes to an end after his entire classroom is slaughtered by a mysterious man in red. Framed for the massacre and sentenced to death, Ganta must fight for his life in a prison full of lethal games as he searches for a way to clear his name.
Deadman Wonderland is a prison which doubles as an amusement park. Here, dangerous convicts are forced into brutal death matches for our entertainment. What could be more fun than watching dismembered bodies fall to the ground?
It is entertaining, but it is not humane. That will push the limits of what your stomach can handle. It's death for sport and public viewing. You basically have to fight in all of these crazy, insane death games, essentially. For sport, for fun, for funsies.
Each inmate wears a special collar around their neck that constantly injects a lethal poison into their bloodstream, killing them if they don't consume a candy-like medicine within 3 days.
So there are 0 perks for being the last one standing in Deadman Wonderland, other than delaying your own death.
And aside from a handful of inmates, most in Deadman Wonderland are guilty for terrible crimes and arguably warrant punishment. They deserve to be there.
So has your thirst for blood been quenched? Is a good night's rest finally awaiting you in your immediate future?
I hope I never have to face you in a battle royale. Stay alive out there in the arena, and we'll see you again soon.
No, we won't.
What is all this?
Hey! You can find all these anime on different streaming services right now! But if you want to see some English dubs you can't see anywhere else, check out shows like Eden of the East on Funimation now. Funimation's streaming service and the first 14 days are free! So check the link below.
That show stars a naked man with only a gun and a cell phone.
She was leaving out quite a few important details
See
there.
ya!
No, we're not done yet.